And also, you can add some patterns. So again, there's the three lines next to the magic stone. You can add sort of literature. And you add a change it. And put them on here. Inside. Okay. So this up. Okay. So we can add it. English. And and now here we have a draft for a page. You can see our references that come up at the bottom here. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful. In this video, is going to talk you through how to make your very own Wikipedia article. So before you do that, log into your Wikipedia account and come to the home page. So you'll see you logged in, so you're using the and just one of the things to know. So have your account for this 4 days and make it 10 minutes. Right. So to make the article,
It sounds like very live stream. Okay, yeah. Slower. Yes. Yes. So I don't know which sound I'm hearing. Okay.
It is in cameras because say it's cheap.
you can see edit below this line. So to make and save your sandbox, you need to have at least one line of writing on the sandbox, and then to see it, press publish page. So now I'm going to edit. Now I'm going to make an article for the book After by Anne Smith. This article is 2012 and by Anne Smith. Published. So this is the introductory statement about the book. So we can make this stand out so they vote. References. It's 2012, not by Anne Smith. So I'm going to create a link between the articles. So link this, and this, that's all good. Published by Penguin Books. You see, here's the link. Yeah.
This one for the camera, then this one for the USB. That this one that is black. But I'm not sure whether this one has registered yet. So let's see if it registered.
custom stuff. That looks okay. Here we go.
So let me just record my stuff.
And this is showing the notification. So it was shipped up before and it's like really well done. So now I'm going to write a lot plot. So if you are going to new heading, plot, and I'm going to put the information here. Okay, so I put in this some information which is what the right sign and add in link from the Wikipedia. So most people learn this mutual and remember that citations are really important. So you should aim at least 3 citations on a start article like this you're creating. So we've already made Kelly Smith. So we can put it so you can add another one. And then other records put at the end of something, right? Okay, generally. And this is all just getting some background information about. So we can link to the garden. So I put version and so on. So I've got to have my citation, I've got to go through. Next slide. Again, implemented. Generate. Insert. So now I'm just going to have the legs. So maybe Shakespeare. Shakespeare. And so when I was looking at making this thing, I also looked at an example. Another level where I'm like, is this layout. So you've got the content marketing, the section. So I'm going to have another section. This time I'm going to use birthday. So I'm going to use birthday. So I need to add a reference to the independent. So
Actually, a teacher.
Sorry, we are starting late.
That's what teacher.
Sorry, we are starting late today, and we're supposed to have started by 9:30, but we are just trying to fix our live stream so that the people who are out they can be able to see what we are doing here and be able to follow. But in this very case now, we are able to fix everything. We will would make use of what we have currently, and then by tomorrow or by the next lesson or by the next class, live class, we are hopefully going to be able to live stream in such a way that the audio will come up very well. Because the major issue that we're having is the audio. So today we are going to have a presentation in such a way that as we are doing it on school, we are also following physically and teaching personal support. They will be able to support you physically. And we are going to just repeat what we have been doing until we are able to get how to create an article in the English Wikipedia without any problems. So, as usual, you can still be able to go to any of these very things. Or if you are someone who is new to the system and you just got your browser on maybe your Google Chrome or your Opera or any app, you can just type the Tyap Wikimedians User. So I just switched to the live stream, the sharing of my screen. So if you are using your browser, you just go to the browser or you can just type Tyap Wikimedians User Group and then you click on it, and once it opens, you go to the mentor me section and okay. Awesome. So from this very screen, you can go over to mentor me August to December 2025 where we are currently. And from this very place, you just travel down to where the dates are like we have already exhausted this very pretty week where we had classes every day in the evening, 7 o'clock West African time. And today we have done all these lessons in this very first session. And today's very okay, sorry, this is the online, but this is the very first one for the offline. So you can still add this ones to your calendar. In other words, whenever the date is very close, to remind you that we have a class on social and so date by social and so time, and you can just add it. Maybe we just give it a name like mentor me second day, uh, day two, the person, as much as you can be able to understand, and then to save in your calendar. So by, let's say, 23rd tomorrow, it will show in your calendar, but this is not at the actual date though. So so you can choose to add all the dates to your own calendar, and then it will remind you whenever the time comes. So once we are done with that, then you can also see that we have our link to the Gtbit. When you click this, it's going to take you to the table, and the table has been divided into different sections. And currently, we are in this second section, and by tomorrow, we are going to have an online program, and this is our special guest. Christ-like, Christ-like is actually one of the youngest Wikimedians we have. Uh, Came in about 5 years ago, but if you see the work he has been able to do, you'll be marveled. Um, he was, I think, the only young person from Nigeria that attended if I'm not mistaken, that attended the youth. I think that was the first youth conference in Prague, in Czech Republic, in this very year. And I don't think he's the only person from Nigeria. Mm. So they are looking for young people that actually, that youth conference is for those between the ages of uh, teenagers to early 20s. And we were thinking that some members from our community would be able to make it, but then as of that time, we didn't have enough young people that were active to participated in it. But I hope by next year we'll have more younger people. So it's going to take us on Wikidata editing. Okay. So it's going to take us on Wikidata editing by tomorrow. So please don't miss out. So we also need to have, just like we have said before, people from different way of life, I mean, different parts of the country or parts of the world that will be present. Like Jose is going to take us from Chile, and Sadiq from Ghana here, and Lagos from Greece. So we're going to have more people up until last month of this very year. We have Hillary, who is in charge of the region of Africa. Um, he took over from Wilson after Wilson passed last year. So Hillary is going to be present in November, and others will also be present here. And when it comes to October, during the week of Wiki, uh, Wikidata's birthday, we are going to have also guest speakers. Just hope that all of us will be present online. So today's work is basically in where we can see here in the outreach dashboard. When we're able to click on the outreach dashboard right here, we are going to see the timeline that the work for the week. You see this week two, and the work is including a Wikipedia article in English. Today is Friday, 22nd of August 2025. At work, we as students are supposed to, or expected to do is that we have to create our Wikipedia account for those of us who have no Wikipedia account yet. And for those of us who already have a Wikipedia account, you are expected to create your sandbox. If you were not able to create your sandbox from the online lessons, then you should be able to create it from in person, because if you have any challenges, we'll put you through right now. And then you are also expected to prepare your own user page if you have not done that. And if you have already prepared and created your user page, you are expected to develop your own user page. I don't know whether cameraman has an account already. So it seems to be your thing. So we'll, we'll create the accounts, we'll create our samples, and then we'll have to create our user page. At least you can make your user page have more gadgets to it. If you are looking for something, you don't have to go far away. And then you are supposed to also or expected to also create an article from the list of articles present right here. When you look at the very place, the location, you are going to see the list of articles um, right here. So I think what I'm sharing on my screen is not really showing. Okay, okay. So, so also for the benefit of those who are viewing from outside, you may not hear the audio very well. Okay, well, so you may not hear the audio very well, but you will after we are done because the audio or the video is going to be re-uploaded. We hope that in the next class we'll be able to have a clearer class, a class with a clearer audio. So back to the outreach dashboard, you see a list of articles of towns, villages, hamlets within the region, and more can still be added to the list. So we are creating all these, but as new editors, I think you may not be able to move your articles from the sandbox directly or your or your drafts directly to the main space. You have to submit it as a draft first of all. So you can submit your article for review after you have created it. So you can click on this very submit draft and you have to actually familiarize with this very page. So even when you are able to sometimes it's like creating this, so I have to do this one first to understand what I'm going to say this. Okay. So there are two ways of doing it. It's either you create on your sandbox or you create on the draft. But still, you can create on your sandbox and then later on copy whatever you have in your sandbox, and then or you can move it to the draft. But we have to do it practically to be sure that we are saying the right thing. So when we reach that very point to process. So the next thing we're expected to do here is to link the article we just created to Wikimedia. And then when we are done with that, we share the link of the newly created article on the WhatsApp group for this very group. And the WhatsApp group has been linked to the outreach dashboard so that by the time you click it, you just go directly to WhatsApp. And if you are not yet in that very group, you can click on that very link, this very WhatsApp group, the outreach dashboard, and it will let you into the WhatsApp. So at the end of the day, we have to do this very assignment. The assignment is to develop your assigned article after the lesson and share it to the group article in the WhatsApp group. In other words, once we are done, we have to assign each and every one of you an article to develop at home. So the reason is that we should be very well drilled at the end of this very program and very confident we will create an article in the Wikipedia and it will start. If you're able to create a theme which is a village or a settlement or a town, you are able to do that, then that means you can be able to create a biography. But we are going to do it in such a way that you don't really need a template. You have to go and find your own template by your own self, or you have to create your own template. In other words, you don't have to copy an existing article and paste, even though that one will take us more time to do. But I think if you are able to do this very well, you can be able to go to the website itself or to the browser itself, the search engine itself, and search for something similar. So maybe we can combine both of them. do the template, and then we will add one more article that or one more citation. I think we have done that before. I'm not sure, but let's assume that everybody is new, so we'll do everything anew. And by tomorrow, we are going to do this very one. So let me just pause a bit, and then I hand over the mic to Quid, and to give us his welcome, and then later on we proceed to the main work that brought us in. Thank you very much. My name is Amber.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Once again, good morning and welcome. So today is the fourth day in Scambine Academy session of our in-person mentoring program in-person session. So why we are here today is for us to, first of all, before we do for the communities, let us understand from what we have done during the online session, what are our challenges? Let us see if we can tackle the challenges first, then before we can now go into the next phase. So from what we have learned, it will be an opportunity for us to ask our questions. As regarding to our challenges, let us see some of the difficulties that have come. Let us know those ones and see how we can address them. Because we want what we are doing today for all of us who are here as mentees, we expect that at the end of this program, all of us should be very confident in meeting the English Wikipedia. Because a lot of some of us here are not Tyap speakers. So that is why we need to incorporate everyone. So you cannot contribute to Tyap Wikipedia, then you should be able to contribute to English Wikipedia. So that is why we are all here. So from what we have been doing over the week, last week, um, I believe a lot of us have gotten some basic knowledge. But along the line, there are some confusion along the line, I guess. So those are the conclusions we like to know. Let us see how we can highlight them and address them before we can go into the main order of the day. So over to us. My name is Piers. What else are you doing? Please, let's be open. Because at the end, we are expected to have certificate at the end of the show. And we have a lot of coursework to do. A lot of coursework. And remember, I am your HOD. So when you put in new work out there, I will know how to manage that. So my director is here. I am the He is the I am the head of the department. Just leave me in that back. So whenever a work is being given to us, we are all expected to carry on all our work as anointing, because we usually need enough charm, enough time for us to address those things. So if you cannot address them within time, even if you can, like I'm saying this, I want to address something. What here? Um, something happened, but the future work, the new work as at when it's supposed to finish, and they are penalized for that. Yes, they are penalized for that. So that is a tough one. So this class, this session, this program, we should all take it serious. In as much as we want to be the nice facilitators when it comes to Wikipedia, we should be confident enough to teach another person. And that is how we take the pain to bring you down there to see how we can impact these things. So if you have any challenge that you want to see, please ask. Please ask. All right, over to us. Okay. Say your name and state what the problem is.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Jesus. I'm happy to be here. This online and I have some I keep on going through some challenges in creating an article or editing an article. Now, I've been able to know how to create a sandbox, But this hobby, editing, is a hobby. I'm coming back to just one same challenge. When I want to give me help, I want to maybe and it's through error from citation. Now, as we know, in the have there's a lot of symbols, the slash and other things. So really, I tell you that I wish for maybe at the end I'll be able to know that. You know what are these functions of all this? When you use it and when you have a job, how can you be able to do your job? This is the area, this is where things go. How to gain from your here, supposed to be citation here. Okay, you are able to get what I want to remove this part and replace it with this one. How am I supposed to do that? So that has to be my challenge.
Okay, Mr. Zaks, thank you very much. So, I think to address that, since we'll be taking the whole thing over again, we should just pay attention. Remember from the beginning, we told you in the main interface, the editing, we have two types of editing. We have the visual editing and the source editing. So what I will be taking again, because in as much as we want to understand this, let's start from the difficult one. Whether we like it or not, the source editing seems to be a little more technical than the visual editing. So as we learn, as people understand the source editing very well, by the time we start visual editing, we'll appreciate even knowing the source editing. Because that one will just be like, you are supposed to start 100 level, and you do 100 level already. How did you get there? So that is where we are. Let us start from the difficult one. By the time we come back to the visual editing, we appreciate the knowledge we have on the source editing. So all the confusion now, we will see how we can solve today. But for next week, I think we will be taking us on visual editing by next week. So we'll tackle the source editing again. Next week, we'll go into the visual editing program. So when we go there, and all the tools you are going to it's very easy for you to understand. But for now, you just have to force yourself to also understand yourself. Next question.
Is looking at the screen, especially when we are online, sometimes the way the cost of those that you're not seeing it. So what has been done on my website, like you said, was there is this personally I missed. That after listening to question, since I'm not the only person there, I don't like really anybody. So, of course, I've been waiting for this very good series to be able to start. Just believe after today. At the same time, how we like move from one ratio to the other, as long as we're still like this, that we're still doing the best. So that's the concerning the article itself. Those symbols, just like he has spoken about, those symbols have to go about like two times we are going to create very well created. So why they get to be after today we don't say have any issue to thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Francis. So you said he encountered some difficulties, but along the line, he was able to break through. So one of the most important part is you have to know how to you see what we call the self-learning. If you want to learn these things better, you just have to discipline yourself to know it. Now, if you encounter a problem, but you have to really around it to fix it. So that is next time, something like that, you can get this way out. That is one of the most important. So, it is an obstacle. You shouldn't run away from it. You should face it and see how you can be able to tackle it. So when we are doing all these things, especially I want to appreciate you for the resilience in tackling those issues. And again, I understand that during the online session, some of us encounter some internet problem. Um, get to do some other things. We couldn't listen to other things. But some of the videos, they are still there on YouTube that we can refer to later. So those ones are still there, they are still, if you encounter any problem, you can always refer to them and watch them. But for today, let us see how we can be able to do that. We have to go back again because that's exactly what we are going to do. We'll see how we can be able to source for the article. We'll see how we can create it from the basics, just as what we did online. So all we need to do today is to pay attention to what will be done today. Because you're not expected that after today, we come back the same thing that we can do. Please, we should pay attention. We should pay attention. Any other question?
Good morning, my name is Dorcas. No problem is moving it. And also, I'm seeing that I'm not it to, but as it's opening it, I'm seeing that it starts again. Like, I don't know.
All right. So all these things is you address them. You address this point. And I know some of us have not create anything yet. We have not done anything. Today is it's our own chance to pay attention to see how we are being done and to see how we can be able to tackle those things ourselves. So I would like to hand the mic back to you. Come back to take us through. Thank you. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel. My own activity I'm able to create, but to move it, it's the same issue that I'm facing. Yeah. If I try to move it to the next page, it will give me error. Like,
Okay. So when it comes to moving it, we'll see how we go. But then it is expected before you can be able to move, you are expected to have some number of edits. Some number of edits. Yes. But then we will, I think I saw something, but I'm not so sure, but I will confirm if it works, then I will let us know. All right. So let me hand over the mic to you. But
So this is so good morning, everyone. My name is Peter. So I this kind of thing, most people have just missed attention to it properly. Because most of the time that people have a class on network was a challenge, used to be a challenge. So I think this is really first attention to.
thank you. So, if I understand you properly, we should have maybe
Like be a tutorial, yes,
now
you
it's
can
a tutorial now because everything that we have been doing has been recorded and it's been uploaded on YouTube. So as you are navigating your way, every step has been recorded. So if you are having, all you need to do is to refer back to the YouTube. YouTube page, everything is set on the table. Go to the meta page. Every day's session is being recorded and the link is shared according to the topic. Right? So then all you need to do is just click to take it to YouTube and watch it. Whether you want to watch it, you are able to complete it and see how to fix it. So it is there on YouTube. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, for those of us who have created the articles and you have tried to move it and you are not seeing it, that means, like Dorcas's own, it has been moved to the next space by the admins already. look at the Docker is already existing on Wikipedia. They have moved it. So with this one, if admins move it by themselves, then you know that your article is good to go. It won't be deleted. Docker, yeah. Okay. Let me let me change this one to let me share my screen so that it will show. Okay. So the reason why you are seeing this is that this one is not existing in English Wikipedia. But how did you get this one?
No, this one I think is if you click on that one, it will link it to the website. Is
Doka,
that by
Doka is Doka. That's the outside name. Doka is the outside, but we don't know the actual Adara name. That's the issue. So if 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 this is already the outside name, we don't have to put anything here. So most of our towns here in Southern Bolivia, they are named in their outside names, and the main reason is that when we had the first Europeans traveling across this region, the people that they were traveling with were people they got from those people because they traveled from Libya through the Atlantic Sahara. So the first place they reached was Hausa land. So when they reached Hausa land, they needed people who know they could take to the interiors. So the people they met were among the Hausas and they were able to like teach them some English. I don't know how they did it. But when they were able to do that, they began to travel with them. So the Hausa people who were familiar with this region, they told them the names of the places based on how they pronounce them in Hausa language. So they put them in the maps. That's how we have the maps since this very moment. But it doesn't mean that it's something that will remain here forever. So that's why you see as much as possible we try to make use of the names that are more acceptable to the people. We don't have much publications on actual name of this very place in another language. Kacha is not the Hausa word, but the actual name is the great apple in the other language, but they are not so much using it online. But when we have it more online, then we need to change these names. But that's why you see, I intentionally put it. But I don't know who could be there, so I deleted it. That name is not supposed to be online. It's supposed to be in bracket Hausa, probably be. The name is DP, and DP is the name that should be in English Wikipedia. So that cleanup has to be done, and it has to be done by us and by the journalists that are going to be taking these names and publishing them. So you see, this book, I don't know, let's check Doka Nigeria and see if we are going to get anything like that online, if we are going to get or maybe alternate names related to it. We may see something similar, but it doesn't really mean that it is actually that place that we are talking about. Um, like in the article that was written by, so if we can't see it anywhere, we just delete and delete the ones that are there online. At least there is somewhere to verify that this is where we got it from. So we can just do without this one. There's actually a dialect of Adara that is called Luka, but they have rendered the name to something else. Roger Blanche in his works, he usually brings out the indigenous names. So I don't know for Luka, he was not able to bring out any name yet. So Luka is the same Luka that is still there. So, and you can see there's no much information about the people because journalists and even the people themselves, they are not even sociable enough to be online. So, we have to work with the limited resources that we have for now. So, in this very case now, I'm not sure where you got this document from. This look up because I want to remove anything that is not part of the actual names that so that we just leave out just leave because mean that doesn't seem to have the let's see Duka Nigeria. So Joshua project I make use of you see this is the name of it. This actually the name this is the other name Ejuele. So but then I don't know. I use citations and I use Joshua project sources, and I don't know who to delete my project, my citations gotten from Joshua project. So I don't know if Joshua project is not reliable to be used on Wikipedia or not. I'm not sure. But Joshua project actually looks like a site that is good enough. I don't know why they do that. But um, if the name of the language spoken there is Ejuele, then that means the name of the town, the village itself is Ejuele, because we can take the example of Gorok, that's Gorok. Uh, Gorok is the same language they speak, and Gorok is the name of the language, the name of the land and language. So most places in Southern Carolina here, especially those people that are not plenty, they only have one town. So usually it's the name of their language that is the same thing as the name of the town itself. So we can see Atuku is still the same thing. Um, the Gurok is still the same thing. But if you want to call the name of the ethnicity, you have to add something at the very front of it, especially for the Tyap languages. That's why you have Ogorok now. You add the to make it the name of the people. The same thing will show you if you are going to a land called Shoyo Chukama, you just say I'm going to show you and they speak Shoyo and then the people there show you. So the same thing with the same thing with Koju, the same thing with I don't know, but others it will be a bit different. And for the sake of for the case of Adara, you can actually put this one as even though it wasn't clear, clearly stated that this is actually so we can actually add this information to the language they speak. You don't have to create an article to edit Wikipedia. You can improve it by going to different sources that have more information that are not contained in a particular website or in a particular article or the video. So maybe we'll just take note of this name and then add this very citation to the broker, the language itself. So in brackets, we can put the native name. This is the native name, and then this is the reference. So you start with ref, and then you close with ref. You only put the forward slash, and that makes it the difference with the closure and the open. And then in between is where you add whatever you need to add. So that very Joshua project is a website. So just put site web, and then we put a file, and then we put the URL equal to. Then we paste what was copied earlier on, and then you can choose to leave a space in between. You can choose to put it together as all the same thing, and then you put the title. The title equals so this is the title Doka in Nigeria. So you just go over there and add the title and then you can put the name of the website by typing website. The website is equal to Joshua Project. And then you put today's date, you put access date. The access date is the day you access that website, which is August 22nd, 2022. And then yeah, so you close it with this it is called the then you don't have to put another one. Then if you choose to use this very website again, maybe for the population, because we can't see any population here, so you can still use this same website. And if you want to recycle, you don't have to copy the same website and add it. This is what I mean. You can see 23,000 here. So this is another information about this very language group. And you can see, or you will see a place for this very is not so complete, but okay, it's here. But it has already been cited. There's already a number there, but we can still put in bracket 23,000 according to Joshua Project. So now we need to cite this place. But we want to use the same citation. If you want to use the same citation, you just add something to the opening of the ref name equals, then you put whatever you want to put. Joshua Project, that JP. You can put anything, doesn't matter. But make sure that you use this everything that is here as a shortcut always if you want that very article to, if you are citing from that same source in your next article. But there's something that you need to add, which is forward slash here. So just put forward slash, that's all. So you can see it's a shortcut. You have cut this very place. Only that you don't put the ref inside. That's what the difference. You just put ref name because that's the so by the time we publish this, you can just add a summary, just an added info and citation. Full stop. Okay, so you now have two references. So whenever someone clicks here, to take the person to this very reference, and whenever someone clicks this Joshua Project's population, okay, I messed it up. So we can still edit this again. So we can go back. What I just did now is just one edit. By the time I work on it again and I publish it, it's going to be two edits. So what I'm doing right now is to cut. Let me use another system. I want to break the line. So I'll use PR. Like if you have something on this line, and even if you write it on the same line, you want this whole thing to be on another line, you put open bracket, less than, and then put PR. The other one will be broken down to the next line. But I don't know if it will work here because this one is a template. This population that was first here is put here as a template. So let's try it and see if it works. So we review it and see how it's going to be. So it still didn't work. So it's a kind of infectious. Let's put this one at the very beginning and see if it works because this very citation seems to be a program or something. I've never really encountered this one before. Like normally it's not supposed to because so, okay. So that's where self-learning comes in. When you learn it on your own, you won't feel sleepy. Uh, But for now, just do the best we can. Just show you the process, and then you can go on and the rest on your own. Uh, so let's just review and see how it looks. So it worked. This one worked by putting a separate one at the very beginning. So okay. So let's publish it and see how it is. So this is my second edit. So everything is showing perfectly now. So 23,000 according to Joshua Project, but 11,000 cited in 2000 according to Ethnologue. So two sources. If somebody wants to put very quick, he or she knows where to put it. But then we want to put the other link here after hopefully in the nearest future, near future, this Docker name will be put under 6 feet below so that we have the actual name of the people being projected instead of a foreign name for them. So, so the other language already has an article already, but we want only other to show there so that once someone clicks on the name of the language, it will show. So that's why we're having a pipe after the actual way it is represented on Wikipedia. So when we publish it, you see that this one is clickable. When you click it, this is the way it is written on Wikipedia. And then this is the actual name of the people. So when we search on Wikipedia or online later on, and we are able to find many citations with this name, aha, look at Ethnologue has just the name of, and look at that's two, these three, this four, talk with the same thing. So we have a number of citations that we can actually enforce this very page with, and then move it to a new name, and then put the Docker in bracket. That's how it works. So I don't know, should we do this one now, or should we all practice with no article creation so that it will get busy? Okay. So later on we may do something like this. How to articles. In the same way we create article that we improve article also. So there's nothing new. So our back to our article. Docker is already created. So let's go to the articles and see if it already appears as a created article. So you can see it here. This one has been created. This one has been created by the okay, even in English Wikipedia. So this one has been created. This one has been created by the Tyap Wikipedia. But there is something that I saw here uh, done by Zero. Um, this very this very place is different from this very place. So if we see like names that are similar, we have to look at the geography, take the map, which state is this one located, which state is this one located. And if we're able to see that they are in the same place, the same local government, there's probably similar. But if they are not in the same state, that means they are two different places. Like this is actually this is one is located in Sanga local government in Kaduna State, but this is one is located in Plateau State. And this one here they speak from here, and here they speak Luzon here. They are two different places entirely, and that's why they have that here. Is it Bureau they speak on the truth? I think they speak the truth here. They are related to the Bureau, kind of, but they are not really the same thing. So by the time they create this very article, we'll move it to another place. Or even now, let's try to move it and see what we get. So it will still be a draft. It will still be a draft, but we are going to have a different name. So let's just see its point, and then we'll publish it. So it will still be the same work that you stated. And what he did was that he went extra mile to do a personal study, self-study, and then was able to see how to move an article to draft it. That was it. Or you just did you just move it, or you put it to a draft, or you put the article on the draft first instead of the sandbox. Okay, so then you now move it. Okay, so it's the same kind of. So for those of us who try to move, and I don't know, did he show you something like this one? Okay. What of Lover? He showed you something like this. If he doesn't show you something like this, then that means you are able to move it directly to the main space. Like Dorcas has more than 500 edits already, so her own is automatic. For those of us who don't have up to 500 edits, then that means we have to keep on working till we have up to 500 edits. I'm not sure if Zero has up to 500 edits yet. He has. Yeah, but if you want to be sure of how many edits you have in your, yes, your global edits, then probably you can, well, let me just go to my own page, and then I will see where I can be able to go to your own page. So I usually go to Wikimedia Meta Wiki. So from Meta Wiki, there's a shortcut I put here that I want to suffer to go and look for it. So you can actually make use of this very group. Maybe we'll put it in the maybe we'll put it in the chat, or maybe in the WhatsApp group. Then you'll be able to go to so all you need to do is you can change the last extension to your username, and you can still be able to click, and then when you are able to go to when you are able to go the to this very page now, they just click out the link and then put your own name, and you'll be able to see this one, this one, that one. So you can just click on view, and then you see everything. So he has up to 2,000 edits. So um, I don't know why, but then so ideally, whenever you write, it's supposed to go through the admins, and the admins will review it first. I think that's the way it happens to almost everybody. Okay. Oh. So if you move it to go to, by the time they check it and they see that it's good to go, to take the main space. So I think this one is good. And, should I check the own Okay. So if you want to see that, oh, it's 6,000. Eh, hey, just 10 months. It's just 2 months. But some people is 5 years, is still 2,000. Yeah. Some people 5,000, 1,000 plus. Okay. Hmm. No, 6 months. Oh, it's only 6 months, 1,000 plus. So we have like some like 3 years, 300 and something edits. Okay, I will not mention.
Do I have the place there?
You see, you see, you see what I'm talking about. This was 3 years
Number
because
of attracts accounts.
number of accounts are any of these languages that you click. For example, you will say, let me just go and see how Afghani or how Africans Wikipedia looks like. Once you just go there, you are automatically registered with that account. And then you say, okay, let me just click on the Agbani and see how their whole page look like. You have registered. So any of those new projects or different projects you click, it has registered you as an editor, automatic editor in their Wikipedia. And those ones that you have actually done something, then you see it will not be zero again. It will start counting. Uh, so that's why you have different numbers. Like he has registered, he has who edited in English for only 3 edits. You know, there are some ones, then the TF 919 and 13, and then the missionary, and then the one is Wikidata. So the Wikidata is actually very easy to edit, and tomorrow King Christ like is going to take us on the editing of Wikidata. And for those of us who are not familiar with it much, we'll be able to understand much. So, okay, should I check your panel?
No, don't worry. No, you can check it yourself. Just
No problem, no problem.
Exactly, I forgot.
honest.
Oh, yes. I forgot. So let's check. Yes, 23 months. Okay, 23 months. Does it count like that?
Yes, sir.
2 years. Okay. Wow. Okay, 2 years. Wow. That's 2 years almost. So 2000 edits. So
It's good. It's very good. But you need to do better ways.
yeah.
There are some now that are, that's why I said you shouldn't mention it. You have some that are still here to that keep on. You see the money, even you yourself get an number. There's a top one.
Yes. Let me check one. You see an example. So you can see for 2 years, 690 edits. And there are some that are working with this. So this one is even the best among them. So it's not so it's not so nice. So if opportunities come to select new editors, people like this one to make it to selection because like this Wikimedia that like the one that was done in Kenya this year, you see that somebody who just started or somebody who started editing but just be selected for the scholarship. So the scholarship will reflect your accommodation, your course, your feeding, everything is taken care of. But if you have to go yourself, you know how much you are going to spend. And so it's all based on your contribution to Wikipedia. And then there are sometimes also, no matter your contribution, like me, I've never gone for any conference on Wikipedia before, not even one. So, so it all depends on you may be selected, you may not be selected. But is that a bigger chance if you are selected? And people from our community here, by the time we are able to get stronger, then we'll be able to sponsor those who are more active in our community. Uh, but not now yet. But those who are active, they will be able to, like, if you look at user groups like the Tyap user group, like last year, only one or two persons was able to make it to the conferences in Poland. But this year there were five of them that went. So that's the way the growth happens. But if you don't get to see the contributions from our community, there's no how that we'll be able to pick anyone to be able to go from our own end. Wikimedia doesn't select someone to go. So next year is going to be in Paris, in France. So it seems they are going to bring out the scholarship very soon. It's going to be sooner than last year. So maybe by next month they will bring out. So as soon as it comes out, please apply for the scholarship of Wikimedia France 2026. So if you happen to be selected from your contributions, what I want to get the entire sponsorship for Wikimedia directly.
There's also another saying that says, when preparedness meet opportunities because it's something. So before you do that, if you have intention of any of those international travel, maybe you should start working on your international passport. Maybe you should have that ready. You understand? So because even part of the application, they'll ask you how all you need to do is to enter your passport. So it's also important. These are just to bring to our awareness. So most of those things we don't see them as important. A lot of us don't have drivers license. Once it's okay. So some people they have never done a car before, but they have driver's license. How they do that is their business. I don't know, but I wish I can do that as well. Let's talk for another day. We have the opportunity to have our international passport. We have it. We never can. Once you are in this, also, yes, international passport. Travel. And you renew it.
Yes, so the international passport, I don't know, it's 50,000 or 70,000, 55,000. Okay.
Even the group is more than that. Somebody said they do his own 70 something. That was last year.
Yes, so it depends on where you do it. Like me, when I did I do a second one? So the one I did in Abuja, the headquarters, the actual fee may be about 55,000, but
It's 52,000.
so, so
To renew my
no, the difference may not be much, may not be so much. So, once you have the old one, you present the old one. I don't think there's going to be a problem. But if you don't present the old one, that's where the problem is. Because it doesn't show. Because some people they may be given visa to go to Europe or something, and then they exceed the stay. So when they stay over and then they come back, you will not have a stamp. So you have the stamp of going in, you don't have stamp of coming out. That's the problem. So some people will intentionally not take the passport for renewal because they know that they don't show for church. So, but if you have a visa and you didn't travel, that's even an advantage. Or if you have a visa, you will travel, they stamp it when you are going in. When you are coming back, they stamp it before you came back. You don't have anything to feel. Once you just go, they check all the pages, everything is intact. No problem. Because if you are not that one, I'm not sure that there's going to be any issues with that. So I think that's where that problem is coming from. And if you go to the branch here, maybe in Zaria or something, it may be cheaper. It may be cheaper than the headquarters. Like someone did it in you, so it was much cheaper than the one that I did. So
It
it's
all depends. And maybe it like depends on the mood and context. So if you meet them when they are rent is almost like
Actually, I think that one I was talking about was express.
yes, so they will have to transport it through DHL.
no, it's
That,
But they have to DHL it about 30,000 DHL. Now it's about 30,000. Like from Lagos to Kaduna here is about 30. So if it costs like 40,000, pay 30,000 to come here. So you see 50,000. So you can prepare your passport ahead of time if you have that amount of money. It's something that is good in case anything comes up. It may not be Wikimedia only. We also have Wiki Indaba in November. Even though for this year they have finished, they are closed the whole thing for now. But for next year, you can apply for Wiki Indaba, the one for Africa Wikimedia. So if you happen to be selected, fine. And then outside of Wikidata, we also have if you submerge yourself into IT things, you can apply for the one they did in Istanbul in March this year, hackathon. There is like hackathon also for those who are into programming. It could be basic programming, template creation, template mimicking, like one I do that one. It's not so you know so you can put yourself into that. That's another opportunity again, because we are thinking about how we are going to get more community members that will be involved in that. Uh, there's a guy in Abuja, Benedict. With him. So him, that's all he does. So if you have a number of people that say that's what they want to do, then we can call Benedict to take us on something having to do with that very aspect. And I also join, there's a group here that Benedict was on Telegram. So if you're on Telegram, you can you can join this very group, Wiki Mentor Africa. So you can join this very group and be following whatever he does. Sometimes, like this year, there was a program that he ran, and at the end of the day, well, let me know what other things, but yes. So if you have an interest for this IT stuff, you can enter into this. Just search for, it's an open group. So when you search for Wiki Mentor Africa, Wiki Mentor Africa, and you click on enter, you will see that it will take you to any of the ones. So apart from hackathon, there's also you have commons too, creative commons. So creative commons is another organization in school. So if you are someone who is into uploading videos, pictures, images, especially images, and you create all those things for for, for open source, so you can join creative commons. Even though I saw that there's a course that they are closing by 24 or so, but you have to pay. Uh, that one you pay USD to be a certified creative commons person. But we have a lot of people down south, they all and many of them are going. Them, they are very mad about something like this. Once you just see, they just see somebody will just get the certificate, and when they have the certificate, they have more opportunity. Because if they need someone to like liaise between them and locally, those people give upper hand. So that's the advantage of it also. So you have OT Commons and they are thinking of having a conference. I don't know. And then Wikidata also. There's Wikicon. Last year they did it in Germany, I think. So all of these, most projects of Wikipedia, they are having international conferences, and some of them are just getting to start international conferences of recent. And and then we also have the Wiki for minorities. So Wiki for minorities, uh, one of the leaders, or two of the leaders are going to take us in the next online class, in the next class. So those ones, we are also part of them. So the wiki for minorities is after creating articles for minoritized languages, minoritized peoples, minoritized religions of the world. For example, in Nigeria here, if we have like Buddhists in Nigeria, then we can create Wikipedia that will talk about the plight of the Buddhists in Nigeria. Even though we don't have, I don't think about Chinese that come to Nigeria, but maybe they could also be a religious minority. And then we also have Christians that are minorities in some other countries, like for example, Christians in Saudi Arabia, Christians in Qatar. You can also have articles written about those ones in Qatar. Christian, like maybe you can create an article, let's say Christianity in Qatar, Christianity in Saudi Arabia, maybe Christianity in Iran. So those are towards the promotion of the plight of the minoritized groups. And another part of it is this LGBT, which we really so any other one, maybe female promotion of the plight of females in Nigeria. Maybe some areas in Nigeria, women are not allowed to, let's say, to speak in public, cross river. Still have some of those like cross river. They are trying to even spread a position. In Ghana, they were just trying to bring back female circumcision last year, and the one activist was out to speak about it. That the Gambian government will not do such a thing because Gambia is actually one of those places in West Africa that usually will have, it is so. So we for minorities wanted to start do a conference last year, but after the application, it wasn't able to go. So maybe by next year, we may have something like that, and who knows, it will be in Nigeria, the conference. And if it happens to be in Nigeria, for you to be able to participate without spending a dime, you have to be like an active member, and then when it comes to the selection, we have to organize who and who come from our community because we surely do that. That was the same thing we did last year. We had the first Wikimedia conference in Nigeria here, but then as of that very week, the number of people who are active in our community were like this. So our community, anybody who applied will get it because we are very few. So about nine of us, six of us applied. The others, we brought out the whole thing. They refused to apply because looking us like apply, or maybe they think that will just carry you. You enter, okay, you enter. Doesn't happen. That way. So those who even just let me apply, they got it, and some of them didn't actually have any good edits that were good enough, but they still got it because the way we do it, or we did it because every community, we have five communities in Nigeria, and every community has a particular number that they should bring minimum. They will have the minimum set. We didn't have it. So it means automatically, whether you even started today, and you apply, you still get it. So maybe the next one we're going to have, because I'm not sure there's going to be conference this year, maybe next year or so, if there's happens to be another conference, then those who apply from our community and are very, very, if we have a minimum number, then and if it happens to be that we should sponsor from our own end, then maybe we sponsor so that as much as apply will do. So we have a lot of opportunities in editing Wikimedia, but if you are going to Wikimedia, you just go in for the sake of you contributing something to the community and not necessarily what you get because you may be disappointed. Like me, if I went to into it because of what I would gain, maybe I would have left a long time ago. Not what they want to give me scholarship or anything. So that's the way it works. So let's go back to our articles. So these ones have been created. Only Zawan is left to be pushed to the main space. So if you check your article, which we should do right away, please click on this very link that will take you to the WhatsApp, into the outreach dashboard. So I'll put the link in the WhatsApp group now. Please click on it on your devices right away. I will there already. So this is WhatsApp. Please go to your WhatsApp and then you create it. And then for cameraman, would you like to create now or maybe another period to organize a special class for you?
Yes, I think you should focus on comments.
And come on, so
That
that
way,
if one is good with images, you can just, because there are some white people they don't know how to do media, just commons. So if you focus yourself on commons, anything that has to do with pictures, videos, like so, that person Solomon, it's not just pictures, he's a professional photographer. Whenever you have wiki lost Africa, wiki lost folklore, wiki lost earth, wiki lost events, monuments, he's usually taking the gift. I know they give at least $1,000. I know what $1,000 is. So it's not a small thing. Alone that $1,000, he can go and buy another camera. He can go and buy another bigger lens. He can go and buy a bigger computer
prepare for the
and
next
prepare for the next one and do much more. So that's how he does his own thing. So you can also put your head into one thing. That if it's Wikipedia, you just be a master of Wikipedia alone. And if it is commons, you be a master of commons alone. So our next competition is going to come up by February. That's why we invited Hillary to take us on this very program online in November, so that it will still be a bit fresh by February when we are going to start. So by November, December, January, February, we are starting Wiki Africa. Wiki also not Africa, but by February. Wiki loves folklore. And so I started Wiki loves folklore. So as soon as we begin, please you edit your images very well, or if you don't edit them, then you snap them, or program the camera very well before you snap. And if you are snapping, um, please just use Wikimedia or just use the Tyap Wikimedians because in the next program we're not going to allow pictures to have another category because there's something that is coming up. So some people they will put Wikimedia Nigeria in their picture, they will put a category of Wikimedia Nigeria, then they will put their Wikimedians. At the end of the day, you see that well, let's just leave that one. But if we see categories, Wikimedia Nigeria, Wikimedia House, and Tier, we would have to delete our own from inside, and then let the person get it from them from outside or from Nigeria. But any picture that is coming from our community will only carry our community logo, so that the gift is coming only from our community, and then somebody will not claim our own logo in their own community that they are they are having our community work, adding it to their own because we have with your pictures. So we don't want that. Yeah, so so we just focus on the one topic we want to contribute to and still get there. So we choose to get that Nigeria Kaduna network. That's all. Mm, yes. So once you have clicked on the link, it will take you to this very page. So when you are here, you can click on week two. Week two will take you to this very page now. So I don't know how many of us don't have a sandbox yet. We don't have a sandbox. Let me click on my own sandbox and then you will understand what it is. I added something to my sandbox. and it makes it easier for you to sample. So if you want to create your own samples, you can just click on this very. Once you are already logged in, you're already logged in. Your name will appear automatically. Uh, no, it's my own samples that led to this place. Once you are in
You were
this very
saying
page,
if you want to create,
yes, if you want to create a sample, yes. So if you want to create a sample, after clicking on the link, just post it on the WhatsApp. It will take you directly to this very place. So as soon as you are here, just go to the second or the third. Okay, it's the fourth one actually. So you just go to Monday, 11th August 2025. Then you just see this right up. Create your own personal sample by copying the content of my sample. So once you click on this my sample, it's going to take you to my own account. So once you are here, all you need to do is to click on here. So once you click on here, everything that is on my own samples, you will see it's your name that will appear here, not mine. All you need to do is just to click on pop.
That mechanism automatically appears.
Once you just reach my own samples, go to here, go to here, click on it and publish. Automatically that's created for you.
Okay, when I click on that, I actually saw it.
Yeah. Okay, it's my name that there. When? No, this one I added yesterday, last night. I added this very box last night. Yes, so if you do your samples, it's going to show your name instead of my name because this one is a program, it's a template. Now, once you are logged into Wikipedia, automatically to change my name to your name. So has somebody told you about it? You have a samples already. Do you have something like this? You have something like
the
this?
link is what I'm struggling with.
Okay, so let me start again. How? Okay, he has. Okay. So once you are here or WhatsApp, click on this very link. This Tyap Wiki mentor. If you are not in this very group, then that means you have to be added to this very group. If you are not yet in this very WhatsApp, Tyap Wiki mentor me. So if you are not on this mentor me group, then you need to be added. But if you are here already, just click on the last link. Automatically, you will be on this very page. Or you will be on this very page automatically. So once you are here, just locate 11th of August when you see assignment. Then you go to my sandbox in the right of below. So once you are here, just click on my sandbox. Once you click on my sandbox, you led to this very page. But this one is my own page already. So if you want to localize this your own page, you just click on here. Once you click on here, so address here. So if my name is here, and your name. Okay, you edited it after you click on here.
Yes.
Oh, so that means
That
it
was
is
that was last week.
welcome.
I think that was last week.
Okay, so if it happens that way, then there's no use
For
for
this one,
this
I
one.
just click it. But if I click here,
This one is my page now.
oh yeah, now check now. Name for business.
It's your name that is there now. We publish it.
Okay.
So, so earlier there was something I said earlier on that I will say the let I will let you drink water first, and then I will say it again. Yes. So the when you click on it and you don't see something exactly like this, then probably you have to do the old style because I did the same thing from another person's own, and it's my name that appeared. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
I did this thing last week.
no, not
I
here.
did this thing.
Not here. See,
Hey man, I didn't go on.
so let me do it from a fresh. Don't do it on your web page. You have a sandbox already, but it's not been created. It's there, but it's not created yet. So let me do it properly. Then you will see it very well. So let's. Okay, so if this one doesn't give you this without this one, because it's probably because of you that I put this. So once you click on this my sandbox, it will lead you to this very page. So once you are here, just come to edit, and then once you click on edit, just copy everything that is here. Just copy it, and then so once you copy everything that is here, then you go back to your own username. Probably your username is showing here, or you are seeing a humanoid figure here. But if you can't see this humanoid figure, whether you are using a phone or a computer, just go to these three dashes, and then you go down to settings. Then once you just go to settings, go down, you see advanced mode. Then probably it's like this. And then you see extend all. So it's two of them that you see. Open this one and then open the second one. And once you have opened it and you come back to the main space and you refresh, you see this humanoid figure close to the bell. This one, Wikipedia. So you just see this humanoid figure that's here. So once you click on this humanoid figure, you will see sandbox. Sandbox is going to show you right here. So once you have that sandbox, so you click on that sandbox, you'll see that you see some empty. You will not see as you are seeing it on my own page. So all you need to do is to go to tools, and then you click on that and then paste whatever you copy from my own sandbox. Once you paste it, change the name to your own username. That's all. Then you publish it, change it up and change it down, and then you publish it. This one change to blue, and then you publish it. So I don't know how many of us don't have sandboxes yet that looks like this one.
They don't have it.
Okay.
They don't have it. You're not sure?
So let me check if okay. So this is Danjuma Anthony's sandbox.
Mine is still not showing.
So what Danjuma Anthony is supposed to do right here is to delete everything here, or just cut everything that is here, cut everything and publish this one. I will not publish it, but okay, sorry. I'll cut it from no, you copied the wrong one. I think you copied from my main user page and pasted it and changed it. No, it's not the user page. Um, just cut everything and move it to your own user page. Your user page will be here. Uh, this is your own user page. It mustn't have slash. So this is actually where the user page. This is the user page. Just go to this very place, click it. Uh oh. So so this is what you are supposed to do here. Um, paste whatever you copy. Just cut it. Just cut it, and then come to this page. Push this one down entirely down, and then paste whatever you copied, and then you publish it. When you publish it already, leave it as it is now, and then you go to your sandbox or go to my own sandbox. from the outreach dashboard. So go back to this very place and copy everything again, and then you go to this humanoid figure and then click on this sandbox to show your own username, but everything will be empty. Go to this edit and then paste it and then publish it. Then later on you create the draft for Jagindi. Then go to your homepage, copy those Jagindi items and paste it. You understand? Don't worry, just start from somewhere. So let me check someone's okay. Okay, so let me check who just by big command. Okay, space. Okay, sure. So there's nothing yet on Babe Ishaku. And it's spelled like this, exactly like this. Okay, okay. So, 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 yes. So you can develop your, or maybe today we just spend today on, Abi. Let's change the purpose of today to another day. So today we'll prepare our user pages and make it look good. Abi, those who don't have sandbox, create their own sandbox. So, so his own is very good. He has put what he wants to be seen in his own sandbox. Then he can always put more things in it. Like he can now put something like this in his own sandbox. Bring down the citation down. To bring it down, you just put references equal to, and then you put this one ref list. So whatever citations he has, everything will now go down. So you see the way it's looks. So anything will go on there. And then what it is showing here is this: you have an extra, you added an extra one, and then we're supposed to have a quotation mark here. So I will not save it, but he will do the edit himself, and then so here you don't need to. Uh, okay, so this is how your citation is supposed to look like. Open bracket ref close okay, less than ref, greater than, then two curly brackets site web, but then okay, so this is actually journal, so this one will be site journal, not site web. So site journal, and then this is the first name, then okay, so in this very case you just put author one, and then author two, because there are two authors there. Author two equals, and if you still wish to bring this one down further, then the first name of the author you separate it by saying is last one. That's Ogunlade is the last name of the first author, and then you put another pipe, and then you put first. Okay, then first O B. So we have to put them together. O B, or you can choose to have the full name, the first full name, and then you can delete the other one. And then for this very second author, you put two, last two, and then this will be first one. The first author, that's one. Then his last name, and then his first name or her first name. And then the second author is what you are having two. the last name and then the first name. So that will be first two equals now together, and then the title is already here, and then the website. No, not the website now. We are going to have URL equal to. Because this is the website itself, or maybe since it is a journal, you don't have to. So in this very case, you can still render this one as a website, as a URL, but you can still change this one to DOI instead. You can just delete everything that makes it a website and then put DOI. This is actually the number of the DOI. This is the DOI number. So yeah, so the asset date now you put the date that you went into that very source. Maybe just let's say it was yesterday, so you just put it in for August first, okay, August 21st, 2025. But the year that this journal was published, then there must be maybe that very year. So we can put the date as 2021. That's the date. But the actual date is the date you actually clicked on that website. And then you also missing something here, which is the number, the issue date. So the issue is missing, and then what the first one they put before the issue date, the issue, the volume, the volume. So you can just check the volume and then you put check the number. And then, so let me just highlight how it will look before, so you can see. So there's something that needs to be checked here again. So we say we should check around this very side journal. So let's check and see what actually is the issue. So site journal, but then we need to put the name of the journal itself. Yes, so the journal is Saudi journals. So the journal is Saudi journals. So we can maybe write it properly, and then we highlight and see how it looks. So everything is in order now. So this DOI number, when you click on it, it still take you to the same book, and this one will take you to the website of that very the same place it will take you. So should I publish it or should I wait for you to publish? No, you do it yourself. Okay. So I'll just say fixed citation. So now, any other citation you make, begin to count two, three, four, five, and then you can now fix other things down there. So for us who have user pages, just look for something inspirational that you put.
Before we do this, this particular topic
Yeah.
that Fabi is creating, how, where did, okay, this is where you got the source. Are you able to summarize or you just copy it from yourself?
Okay, okay, you want to create a page.
Because what is trying to do is not to not the piano.
No, this one should be like something you put on your. Okay, so this one you can still leave it as your own user page content.
Okay.
And you can, because I will show you some people user pages like
This one is
user page. Okay, this is the sample. So later on you cut everything back on user page. You cut everything. You cut everything that's here and click on this page. once you click on this page, you can create your own local user page because everything I show you here is on Meta. That's why you are seeing it here. It's just different, but you don't have a user page on Wikimedia yet on social media. So if you go to Commons, everything that you see here, the same thing will also show there. So whatever is in common will reflect all over the progress of Wikimedia. So you can now cut everything there and then paste them here, and then you publish them. That means you have a page of Wikipedia. Wikipedia page of Wikipedia. So, but for your sandbox, you have to go back and do exactly as. Let's do it now. So, who else has a problem with their user page? Your own is not showing as now. You don't even have it at all. Okay, so it seems it is one on one that will take all of it that have issues like that. So, so for those of us who don't even have it at all, let me follow it one by one. As I'm doing it, you are doing it. So, Ajay, are you on the WhatsApp group? Yeah. Okay. So you can. Okay. So he just added. So I'll post it again. Then you see. uh, so once you are here on the WhatsApp group, are we all on the WhatsApp group? Don't worry. Even if you have, even if you mess up on the samples, just do the same thing. Everybody just click on this very one, including you. Don't worry. If it is okay, the one you added is okay, then you don't have to do it again. Don't worry, do it. So just go to your WhatsApp. Don't do what I'm saying. Go to the WhatsApp group. Yeah, so click on this very link. Just click on this very link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to the main page. It's going to take you. Okay, okay, so for those of us that network is messing up, maybe we'll give you 5 seconds. Then just calm down. Once you are here on this very page, okay, you see Sunday 10, then assignment for Sunday 10, scroll down, Monday 11, scroll down, assignment for 11, scroll down, then Tuesday 12, scroll down, Tuesday assignment, scroll down, then the fourth day, Wednesday 13th, and then the assignment, you see. Okay, let's leave this one. Just go straight to. Have I passed it? Okay, okay, that's on the 11th Monday assignment of Monday 11th August 2025. Are we all here? Okay, okay. So once you are here, then you click on my assignment. Okay, so Ajay is getting very close to meeting us on this very page. So we just give her like 5 seconds. And can that's good. Can um, yeah, we're not leaving. So there should leave her, you should not give her like 5 seconds again. So for those of us that network is messing up, let the network be patient and then just follow you to page. When she comes, let me just move this one to another day so that we just have it. So, so our mission has changed. That's why I'm changing it here. So our work today is to fix our sandboxes and then develop the user base on English Wikipedia. So now that all of us are on the same page, let me just make it more easier so we can just on the sandbox directly. So now, please locate Wednesday 2nd. You can see from the right hand side of your screen. I'm not sure how it looks, but those two at the very top of your screen, click on week two. Click on week two. You see something like this at the top of your screen. Just click on this one. It will just lead you directly to this very place. So once you are here, have you got here? Okay. Once you click on that very link on WhatsApp, it's going to link you to this very page. So if you are using a mobile phone, you see this very thing on the screen. Please look at the screen. You see this thing here at the very top of the screen. Just click on this one. And if you are using a computer, you will see by the right hand side the way it is showing me on my own screen. Click on Windows. It is just going to scroll down to where we are right now. Are we all here? Okay. We are all here. Okay, so please click on sandboxes. So to fix your sandbox, it will lead you to my own sandbox. So once are we all here? Okay, who else is going to be here? You checking? Okay. So are we all here? No, it's a link that I on this very place. So it must take you all to the same place. Otherwise, you're showing. Once you click on sandboxes here, it's going to lead you to this very place. It's a must. What they have okay, they have okay, okay, but you can still fix something like this on your sandbox. Okay. I had the app that little bit I didn't like it. Okay, so are we all here? So please, all you need to do is to go to the edit and then click on the edit or the pen tool and then highlight everything and copy. Have you all highlighted and copied? So once you have highlighted and copied everything, it they will come back. So is there anyone going to highlight and copy? Okay, so we are all highlighted and copied. Okay, so who else is remaining to highlight and copy? Okay, one. So if you have highlighted and copied, okay, but have you done that now? Have you highlighted everything and copied there? So once you have done that now, just come to the very top. You see this humanoid figure. Who else? Who is not seeing this humanoid figure? Who is not seeing this? So if you are seeing this humanoid figure, please click on it. Once you click on it, you go to sandbox, then click on sandbox. Once you click on sandbox, it will open to an environment for your own page. Uh, so once it has opened the environment, yes, it's correct. You click on the pen tool. Click on the pen tool of sandbox. So once you click on the pen tool, paste whatever you copied from my own sandbox.
Something here, draft.
Clean everything and paste. Yes. Okay, there's an article there. Okay. Okay. So this one's already. So there's no, you don't have to worry. And it's yours that
It's there already.
and then okay, okay, that's the one you had. I wanted it. So don't worry. Yes, no worries. I'll change it. Okay, this one is your own laptop.
Yes.
Okay, so oh, user sandbox. Okay, don't worry. I'm getting
This one there.
no. Yeah. So you may not copy my own. Let's use another style. Let's use another style now. No, Adria, don't worry. Your own is you want to do your own. So this one is more advanced than that other one. So user sandbox. Type this one. Type this one into your own user page. Even though the only difference is that as new editors, when you use this very one, you send it to draft first, to admins will to review it.
Yes. So I'll create this one.
Admins
Yeah.
will review.
Yes, I want both
So
my
it's
draft.
good that.
Yeah.
So for this one is
Direct
this one will not review it, it's straight to the main page.
and definitely if you follow all those guidelines, you just go to the
Mm.
you know why me? I don't like going to the main space directly.
But it's still good to
I know what
mm,
seriously. It's just that it's a private know. All my articles are just they are direct and they are I don't have much I don't create and when I create I know I have to work information before I create. But sometimes going to that main space direct, they will warning you and all those so that's
very
why I
well,
prefer to
especially if you create on biography.
yes.
For this one, we just focus our attention on creation for villages, towns,
Okay then
and this one is very easy. So, should we follow the one that will go to the draft first? I think that one is more proper for now. Yes, so that when they review it, then they'll publish it themselves.
Even send email and message. The
Yes.
disadvantage of going to the meet that sometimes they will just see directly if it's the admin that is doing it's not compulsory, you can just plug it directly without giving you notice. But if it's on draft like my own, even when it is like 6 months, you have not worked on it, they will talk to that why you have started work, you have not completed it. So they will give you opportunity to complete it. So they'll be talking to you, and again, you will have access to personal mentor
Yes, they'll give you
for
a
your user. That when you are trapped, you can just talk to them directly. That's the advantage of it. Then this one direct, the advantage that they will quickly block.
This way, that's good.
Okay, so let's follow the draft. So when you create, then you send it to the draft. Then from the draft, the admins will go through the whole one. Then once they see it, publish. Let's use that one again. So all you need to do is to go to your sandbox and put this template. That's all. Then publish it. That's all. Put user sandbox and then publish it.
What about the
But it's
issue
still
that we
going to let
already
us to see.
about this one that we have already discussed?
You can have two of them at the same time.
Okay.
Just go up and then push the very top of up. Then put your sandbox. Mm. So, like my own, I'll just put the two of them.
Okay, you can put it.
Mm.
Let me teach you the other one so that you
Mm.
can.
The other
Okay,
one,
the other one now I have just copied what is on
mm,
it
and
and
paste.
change.
Mm. You just copy and then change your user. So I just adjusted my own user page. So I have two of them at the same time. So I can choose to submit an article for review by clicking on this very one. I'll just click here, and then it will lead me to where I will have to change this sandbox to the new name I want to create. Maybe I want to create for Zawan, for example, and then I'll put Zawan there. Okay. Submit your job. Okay, you have already done it. Then you want to submit it. Honestly, it has been long since I submitted anything for draft.
No, you
It
just
has
click on
reached
that
my.
and submit your draft.
Okay,
When you
so
click
this
on
one
submit your
is
draft,
so this one self is as if you have already created it in the sandbox.
yes.
Then you now submit the link for them to review it. Okay. Let me check. Let me check one article and see whether. What Which article did you develop on that you have not submitted yet?
Jogging is okay. Jogging is showing. They said that they have already this
Okay.
accepted. Check jogging.
So you already have okay. What I'm just getting to understand it right because the last time I used this very one was when I created for Zulu Adigo. That was like 2022. You don't know. So when you have already created the article on the sandbox already, then you want to submit it for them. Because before, when I started to edit, I just created and then put it on the main page. Then later on, somebody said that I should be working on the draft first before I submit it to the admins. And then I did that for some time. After I did that for some time, she now saw that yes, this article that I can now be able to create directly on the main page. So I stopped to submit drafts. So the whole thing is just something entirely new. So let me start a new again so that will follow very well. Understand it very well. So actually, you can still put this other one. So let me arrange my own box first. Yeah. It's fine.
I want to add this one now.
But I want to move it down to the very top. So let me do something small, then I'll come.
Then I should be second.
Ah,
Then I should be
I think so.
That they want, again, it was the want.
Okay. So things once.
It's supposed to be
So, yes. So I just switched it.
the article.
So once the article is created, then we can now move into the main space. Okay, I'm coming. Let me do something. So now, whatever you have for your miss, let me start again. Okay. So I'll meet you where you are. So I'll go to the WhatsApp group. And if you are confused, please follow me like this again. So go to the WhatsApp, click on this very link that was there. So once you click on this very link that is there on the WhatsApp, it will lead you to the outreach dashboard. To lead you right here to the outreach dashboard. And if you are using your mobile phone, you see this very one above here. You see it here. So click on week two. And if you are using a computer, it will show you like my own. Just click on week two. This one. It will lead you directly to what you are doing. So once you are here, please click on sandboxes. So click on sandboxes and then it will lead you to this very page of mine. Sandboxes.
You know, the last.
Yes, the link. Do it again. Do it again on okay, it's linking you always up. Or you can just copy the link and then go to Chrome and then paste the link. So once you are here, all you need to do is to click on the edit tool ahead, then copy everything that is there. Everything from top to bottom, copy everything. So once you have copied everything, then come back. Are we of the copy everything. So once you are done with that, come to this humanoid figure. This humanoid figure by the top right hand side. This very one. Okay. Okay. So,
We have slow learners.
okay. Because I'm not sure whether somebody is looking for another person. Have you all copied? You know, just copy. Don't cut to. Yeah, don't go and cut my own. Uh, so once you just copy everything that's there,
What happened to
Yes.
okay, if you made a mistake on your page, we have not read that place yet,
Already someone like
on the draft,
yes.
so it's messed up already.
Just like me that I
Let's
have
do it. Yeah, just shift everything down. Shift it down. If it doesn't look like, if this one is not what you have on your page and it's not this one that you have, that means you're already creating the main article on your sample. Just shift everything down first. Later on, you cut it and move it. Yes, please. So just shift it down. So once you have copied everything, okay, then come to this humanoid figure. Can you all see this one? If you can all see this one, click on it. Once you click on it, go to sandbox. Then you click on the sandbox. So once you have clicked on the sandbox, come to the edit, the very top. Or you see pen tool, do it again.
no like you say it shifts all like look at my own so that you understand. This is my draft.
Just do it again. Whatever you are seeing, just do it again. So long as it's not a new article you are creating, click on the edit. Once you click on the edit, the pen tool at the top, shift down everything that if it doesn't look like my own, just shift everything down. Shift everything like this, down, 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 down. Shift everything down, then place whatever you are down. Are we all seeing it? Can we all see it?
Yeah.
So everything you have created before, just shift it down.
like my draft? Not the data is that.
Just shift it down. Okay, but you have developed the article already.
That's the one draft.
And don't worry, you'll be able to go through it again.
Just paste.
Just paste whatever is here. So once you have pasted it, then publish it. You see an arrow at the very top right hand
When you
side.
publish, you know it's your name that is there. I'm not supposed to change it.
Sorry. You have to change. You have to change your username, not my username again.
That's what I.
So change my own username to your username here. Then you change the second one down here again to your own username. Two places. One, two. Change this one and then change this one. But don't delete the forward slash here. Once you have changed to your own username, change this one to your username, change this one to your username, all you need to do is to come to the very top right hand side and then click on forward slash and then click on publish. Then you to publish and then it will look like something that you have right here. But then the only difference is that it's going to show your own name here, your own name here, and your own name inside this place that's not visible. So are we all having this same thing like this? Or should I come and follow you one after the other? Okay, okay, let me start from the man by the left hand side. That was my surprise.
I got it.
Okay. Well, Suazi has done her own.
So, my
Uh,
problem.
so, so the draft is still there. So she can still work on it. So she can still work on it. So if you have a draft, so another thing is what you did. So once you have this one and you have developed a draft before now, uh, what you are supposed to do is you click on your pen tool again, even after you have this one. Are we all on this page? Okay, so click on your pen tool again and then go to your draft. Maybe this is the one you put down before. Everything that was down before. This is the last part of it. User page. So everything you have, just highlight everything down, cut it down, then cut everything. The article, the draft you developed on that page before, highlight everything and cut it.
Okay.
Uh, uh, then you come back, then you come back to this very place where you can see your username and this forward slash. Then the title, you know the title now. I have put the title at the front. Only the title. So put the title here and then click on create new article. Now if it is your user, okay, I have to follow you one after the other for your own. So if your own is that it is not an article, it is a user page that you develop on your sandbox, like Waka. All you need to do is to cut everything down and then go to your this place. You see your own will be showing your username here. So click on it and then you come to edit and then paste it and then publish. So Waka, you understand? Okay, yeah, I'll follow you. So as your own is to you are copying everything down, down to everything. And once you cut everything from top to bottom, down to everything, you can highlight everything, select all, select and then cut it. Then you come back with this and publish. Put the title. That's the title. Okay, okay, then article. You can paste it now and publish and then keep on working on it. So for your own now, you are only your notes are on. But which one now are you doing? Which one do you think you are not on? If you want to check someone again, just put someone. Then you see. Okay, sorry, I moved it. So you can put that sound. Just go back to the sound. So, so the article that he created earlier on, it is not showing us. So let's check what happened to it. So we just go to the outreach tab and then search the list of articles. We check the list of articles, and then this was the article he was developing. So, okay, drafts. This draft iPhone. I mean, hold on. That's the one. This is the title. This is what you will search. Uh, search the see. So, I look at search for, and then you just put that at the front. You go to the log. This the log. Okay, so what you do is you want to. So what you do is that you cut everything like from that part out of okay, you even did it before. Like just click on this and actually everything down, just cut everything. And but click on your and cut it. It's not that you are deleting it. Then you ask this thing, you have this thing. No, you don't have to do things very submitted. What you position to be is not your property. But if you want to update it, you can still search for that column, different column. So just go to this very course. Yes, then type the name of the place. Yes, then click on creating the page. And then just whatever you call it. Then you can go up and then leave that up first. first one. Yes, everything on the first one. So, you can work on that to publish it first. Whenever you need to edit anything, just open your sandbox and then type the title and background. So it's always just always go to this place that your sandbox and give you your own sample. And once you're here, just go to title and then click on create. Everything that you did before will come back and get to work. Or you can even search the title for the search box. But you need to do sample. You can type it up. And then copy everything and put it on the search. So here we didn't use it much to show you. So everything use the bigger so edit and put data after taking the data then control and shift then okay so I think is shift this one. So yeah. This look the focus of that this one is the one that will click on the record of the public sleep which is the public you don't have an account here, you should be paying as our so okay. So you see something relative you left out something. So you have to go back to where you started and then copy everything and then come back and replace it because and so for example, I think you can do that you can do so what you can do this one is yes, you copy everything okay, you can go back to highlight everything from top down from this one to this one and very good. send you an article also listen. So you can click on any so I think we can change my user controls and just yeah, we copy from user this So once you are done with this one, you will see the draft at the very bottom. So So once you are done with your article, in your samples, you have developed it and you are sure that okay, this article is good enough to go into the main space. All you need to do is to come down here to submit your article. So instead of you developing it and then going to this very form, then going to move and then move it yourself, what is what makes it that you don't have to come to these places. quite number of edit and able to experience. So let's say in the notes I want, for example, your sample, that is I want, you have developed this one already. The title is what you need right here. So you just come to this submit draft, then click on, and so your username is going to show. Then put the title is the one. That's if it's already existing. So me, I've looked for Zulu article, but I moved it without going to this very place. I just copied content, went to another place, pasted it and created it. So it's developed. It's now leaving two problems for me. So that time was when I knew I started learning. So I didn't know about the move. And actually, the move function wasn't here before. It wasn't really. Yeah, so that time it wasn't here. It is now that it was integrated. Or maybe because I didn't reach a particular. So if you have an article like this one, you have developed it already. It is going to show you in blue color. So all you need to do is now to select if it is a biography or that's a biography of a living person or it's of a deceased person. If it's a biography of a living person, you are going to find it quite hefty. You have to develop it very well. But if it's a deceased person, that means it's more easier. And you may not have too much citation, but you should have at least 4 or 5. They will not open too much eyes on your work. And if it's an organization, you can choose it. If it's a film, if it's a commercial product, if it's geography, like this is the one is a geography. So we can put geography, but for Zulu Adigwe, it's a biography of a deceased person. And
What's the
then
fun program? That is
geography, places, buildings, anything that has to do with settlement. Or even if you are looking for like something that topography like a mountain, you put it here. But for history and social sciences, you select science, mathematics, engineering here, and then others. If you put other, then there will be a box that will tell you ask you which kind of other. Maybe it pop up. I'm not sure. So if it is somebody like since now we are dealing with geography mainly, so maybe we just retain the thing that have to do with geography. Let's say assume that this one is blue color. So we'll just select geography and then short description. Short description, just say a village. Someone is actually a town. Let's say so a town in Plateau State. Is a Plateau State, comma, Nigeria. Yes, there's a list of articles. And because, or you can just put town in Plateau State, Nigeria, because you need to put Nigeria because not everybody is from Nigeria. You will not know where Plateau State is. So then the wiki project classification tag. So this is where our problem came. We are supposed to start creating a wiki project as the mentor me to have it on then the mentor me is going to show here, but we have not done that yet. So probably we will have to do it as time goes on. So when we create the mentor me program, they will put it here. If it's not here, they will just leave it first for now, and then we'll click on submit. So once you click on submit, it is no more in your control. But you can still go back and edit so that they are useful. If it is in one way you are creating a biography for, especially living person, and especially if the person is even like the person doesn't have his name or her name in books, and if it's an actor, musician, but if the person is dead, so it's as if the dead people are glorified more than living people.
no,
So
there's one more electron
yeah. If she has, okay, if she's an academician, is she a professor? She has written books.
Yes, I was
So if the person is an author, the person has written books, the person is into academics, the person maybe has occupied a particular position, not like commissioner or those political. For political, you can just reduce your attention on politicians and focus mainly on people that contribute intellect, not those people. So if the person is an academician, you can create an article for him, then search for the books that the person has created. And then if the person is a, let's say, maybe a political office holder, but it's not like up to the status of a governor or a commissioner or maybe House of Rep or maybe local government chairman. And you see that most of our local government chairmen, which they call mayors abroad or maybe in the UK, they don't have articles. Many of them don't have. So you can search for people like that and look and search for them. Those ones they usually have citations because they are always on media, but they don't have articles of them. So don't look for those local government chairmen that look for the date they started, the date they ended, information about their date of birth. They are usually there, except those ones that were there before the advent of social media and all those things, like maybe 2010, 2011, but from 2016, 2015, you usually find them there. Even 2012, they are usually there. So people like that, biographies you can read for them. And then villages, towns, they usually have citations. At least four, they usually have up to that. And so we can focus on those ones. By the time you finish like there's no village in this world that will not be whether it's inside bush, so long as they put it inside Google Map. So
So you like to
yes, everything that has to do with map, that's the foundation for some villages. And then maybe when you are talking about the educational sector, or maybe how many secondary schools and stuff like that, then that's where you are going to have problems because most of them don't have such information. But so long as the information in your Google map, that means almost like all the map companies must have had them. And we have a lot of map companies all over the world, and some of them like Maplandia, they are not allowed on Wikipedia again. Maplandia since like 2022 or so. Before they used to be allowed, but now if you just put Maplandias, anything that happens in Maplandia, they will flag it, you have publish it. And even YouTube, if you are publishing on YouTube, but if you are publishing a YouTube document and you have u.tu.be, I mean u.tu.be, it's not going to publish except you have youtube.com.
which is direct from
Yes, direct from YouTube, only get from God. If it's the one from share, it won't work.
All this long link.
Google, there's a place that you trim it. YouTube has, Wikipedia has a trimmer. So you just go to Wikimedia Meta. You search for link shorten, uh, shorten, shorten URL, shorten URL. You see the link here. I'll, sh- I'll share it later on the WhatsApp group. No, I can't. Search Wikipedia. I've edited a account before.
Maybe to tell
So this is the okay. Oh, we are not seeing it on TV. I've added image to account before. So if you look at the WhatsApp group, you see that I just pasted the link short now. So whenever you have a very long link on Google, and you will need to paste it on, so you can just click on this very word, and then you put the URL here. Once you put the URL, click on shorten, and then it will shorten it for you. I've sent this link already on the WhatsApp group. If you need to show, let's do it practically so that you understand better. So let's assume that let's search for Akwanga. Okay, I'm Paga. That's why you need to create it now. Let me show you Apaga. Um, Apaga, comma Nigeria, because so you can see one Apaga Kaduna State, then Apaga postal code, Apaga Kaduna State, Apaga Kaduna, Apaga. You see anywhere that they mention Apaga, you can use the citation for. So you have more than one citation, more than four. And if you need more, you can go to more and go to books. Any book that mention Apaga, because okay, this one is in worldwide. Look at look at this one. I don't know if Apaga look at Apaga here, it is very good by Brian okay, Simon Yohana. And then you can search for more books. So there are many citations. Yes. Okay, if you want to cite the book itself, okay, look at it now. I want to cite this book that has Apaga. I'll just click on it. Once I this book was published in 2004. You can see, you can just read it and understand the context in which it was mentioned. So that means among the Bakulu, there were Bayinte, Bayintanga, Baluru, Bayingum, and Ampaga. That means these ones are clans of these Bakulu people. And also, the Ampaga will be the name of their village. But the one that we are working with in the village itself. So maybe you can use this very reference in the context that Ampaga is one of the villages or the main villages occupied by the Ampaga clan of the Bakulu people. Maybe if you are and then and because the main article that she is working on is the Ampaga village itself. So maybe you can now go ahead and say other clans of the Bakulu include Bai, Tanga, and all these other ones apart from Ampaga. Then this is how to cite this very book. I'll click on it again. Okay, this one is the one I'm supposed to. Okay. So you are just going to cite book. There's a place that they will cite. But if it doesn't show anywhere, if it doesn't show, this will be why I just do it. I'll just copy everything here. Just copy everything here. All the information. I'll just copy, then I'll go to my citation, and then I begin to put wherever I need to put the book name, I'll put the book name. Wherever I put the book manually. But there's an easier way of doing it, which is through source edit, a visual edit, through visual edit. You don't have to do these ones. But this one is the hardest one I want you to catch. Maybe in another class, they will show you the easier one. Because many people don't know this one. Many, but if you catch this one, good for you. Even if the video editor has a problem, you can still be able to edit with this. Yes, ISBN number because you do site. Let me do it manually, they will understand. So, but unfortunately, I have not started yet. She has not started. If you have started, I would have gone to your article and added the citation. But you can start now, and then you just put Ampaga is a village, or you can just change that template that you started with. And then maybe you need to put more information after all those ones. Then you go to another paragraph. Say Ampaga is one of the villages of the Bakulu people. Bakulu already has an article on Wikipedia, so you can put two square bracket before and after Bakulu people. And so that somebody can be able to click on it. And then it's one of the villages of the Bangui people, and then other villages include that. They are at the end of the full stop, they put your citation, open brackets, you begin to fill in. But this one besides book, then forward slash, then put the title of the book equal to, then the writer is Samuel Johanna. So last is equal to Johanna, first equal to Simon or S. And then if you put, okay, he's the one that self-published it himself, so you put so publisher equal to S Johanna, and then the page where that thing was mentioned, uh, you put page equal to, and then you go back again to this very page. The page is 119, 111, 150, sorry, and then 161, they still mention it again. So you just put pages after the five pages equal to 115, space 1161, and then another five again. Then your access date, the date you discovered this, which is today's date, and then the URL. Just copy this one. When you copy this URL, come to the shortener. This you can go to your WhatsApp or page again. Click on this one, this shortener website. You can paste this long one. They don't allow this one here. It's not accepted. Assuming it's accepted, you can just click on short, become very short. But so if it remains like this, then you can still go to your page, paste the long one. Later on, a robot will cut it, will shorten it later on. So you can. It depends. Let me go back again. This is a book. So if you put it, let's do it practically. It will work. But even if it is the long one, a robot will cut it, will trim it for you later on. So you don't really necessarily have to